All right, Coach Hurd, first of all, how you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you, man.
Awesome. So how did UCF first get on your radar?
I was up in Indy in Bloomington, and I knew Coach Lindsay. Coach Lindsay and I were just at a clinic the weekend before, and then I got home, and that Sunday night he called me and asked me if I'd be interested, and that's how the conversation got started.
What would you say has stood out to you among this wide receiver? You come in and you already have Ryan O'Keefe here. Just what has stood out to you for these wide receivers?
That they're a bunch of great kids. They really are, and for the most part, they know how to work, and they just enjoy playing the game. And so, for me, it's been a time just to try to get to know who they are, to get to know their personalities. But it's been a great experience, and I'm looking forward to the future.
So you're bringing in Kobe and Javon, both from different sides of the Iron Bowl there. What would you say has really stood out to them this fall?
Stood out to them?
No, stood out for what stood out with them?
They know what big time football is about. They know how to approach the game. They know how to compete. Both of them love to compete, and the good thing is they know each other from back in Georgia. And I think for them, it's kind of an iron sharpens iron deal. They don't want the other one to outdo. They don't want the other person to outdo them. So they keep working hard and they just push each other. So that's been a great experience.
Obviously, people have been really seem to be touting Javon and Ryan, but who would you say among this wide receiver group that people maybe haven't talked about as much that you think is in store for a great season?
Right now, like I said, they all got their warts and they all got things they need to fix. So really, we're just trying to clean up some things this fall camp, and so we can put the best product on the field to give our team the best chance to win and our offense the best chance to score points. And if we keep competing and keep getting better every day, I think we'll be good.
Javon talked about that he's not a TV guy. He likes to sit and watch YouTube, and he likes to watch film. And then Kobe, who's his roommate, said that too, mentioned the fact that he's kind of dedicated to that. What does that mean to you when you get a guy who's kind of locked in, really locked in about watching film and kind of improving his craft?
It makes my job easier because, for one, you don't have to push him to go get better. Like, he wakes up and wants football, goes to bed thinking about football. So when things are, because he's still trying to learn, so the more he can consume over a short period of time, the better and the faster he can learn our system. So it's awesome for me, and I'm excited.
To have those two guys as roommates, living together, and you mentioned the experience they have back from Georgia. How much does that help that too? That the familiarity between the two, you don't have to kind of learn. They don't have to kind of get to know each other. They kind of know what each one's going to be able to do.
Right. I think just Kobe was here in the spring, so I think he was kind of comfortable with the guys in the room. Javon coming late. I think having somebody that he knows, especially being his roommate, now he has somebody he can hang with, he can talk to, and make that transition a little bit better.
Kobe said that he thinks people will be impressed by his speed. That people kind of not a chip on his shoulder, but that people have kind of overlooked the fact that he's a fast guy. Do you see that kind of ability out of him?
I'm rooting for him. I want him to be fast. Kobe's not slow. I think he's fast enough, but I'm rooting for him. I want them all to be 4-1 if I can.
What is something that when you're looking for a tight end, or a tight end, wide receiver, what is something you're looking for out of a wide receiver that stands out that makes them a good wide receiver?
For me, I look for guys that can drop their hips, get in and out of cuts, guys that are hand catchers, not body catchers, because in this game of football, DBs are getting better and better, and there's so many contested catches. You gotta have great guys that have great ball skills, and in my room, I got a bunch of guys that have really good ball skills. So hopefully, we make some of those contested catching plays and help this offense.
What about physicality? Just being able to kind of, whether it's blocking or just being able to get that separation.
Everybody has different skill sets. Depending on what we need out of a certain position or whatnot. Javon's a bigger guy, so I expect him to be more physical. Ryan is not, and not saying Ryan's not physical, but there's certain things Ryan can do that Javon can't do, or Kobe, or those bigger guys. But there's things Ryan can do that they can't do. So everybody has to play. We got to play to their strengths and put them in the best positions to be successful.
Coach, what is the difference between the wide receiving room that you see now versus the wide receiving room you want to see by the end of the year?
By the end of the year, I want to see a wide receiver group, for one, that's close, that's pulling for each other but pushing each other at the same time. A group that is considered one of the best in the nation. I want guys that want the ball but want to do it in a team aspect, and just want to do whatever it takes for us to win games.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach.
No problem.